The day can't get here fast enough. This is Seahawks Today. I am your host, Will Ortner, and we are locked in on Super Bowl 60. I know everyone is so excited about everything that has been happening for our favorite team, the Seattle Seahawks. We're going to be diving into any of the questions that Seahawk fans have, not only for this game, but for the team and for the Patriots as well. In fact, it looks like there might even be one question that might pertain to what the staff could look like in 2026. Before we get into any of that, though, we do have to talk about what we got going on right now. The mob mentality shirts, you can get the navy. I'm holding my black one up here right now. The thing is freaking sweet. You got the head honcho right in the middle. 4 superstars for your favorite squad, $34.99. That link is going to be in the comment section as well as the description of today's video. Let everybody know that you're on the same mentality as your favorite team. T-shirts are comfy, plus they look freaking sweet. You will be the talk of the town around any of your friends for your favorite squad. All right, Joyce, good to see you. Wow, look at that. Already got the big picture up right away. Will Klint Kubiak stay in Seattle next year? Now, this is a fascinating question, and I think a lot of Seahawks fans kind of had the same reaction that I did after the NFC Championship game, which was, how do we keep that offensive coordinator in Seattle? How do we grasp onto him and make sure he doesn't go anywhere? Because Klint Kubiak called one hell of a game. As well as Sam Darnold played, I would say that Kubiak matched that. He called the perfect game, put his quarterback in the best position to succeed, and he did show. So now when we look at this tweet from the Pat McAfee show, I think it's important that we talk about this. Adam Schefter was on the Pat McAfee show, and he said this, and I quote, "I would think that we will have all of these head coaching jobs filled by this week. I wouldn't be surprised if there's no openings left by Monday." Now, that is coming from someone who is in the know. And with Adam Schefter, if he is saying that we are going to know all the new head coaches in the National Football League by Wednesday, that means that Klint Kubiak will not be a head coach in the year of 2026, meaning that he will stay in Seattle as the offensive coordinator. The reason for that, he can conduct a second interview right now with teams who have already interviewed him, but it would have to be through more of a Zoom type of interview. But those teams cannot hire him by NFL rules until Kubiak is done with this season. Remember, the Seahawks had to do something similar with Mike McDonald. So if those head coaching positions are all filled by Wednesday, that means that Kubiak will be in Seattle. And if ESPN's Adam Schefter is feeling comfortable enough to go on the Pat McAfee show, one of the biggest sports shows in the world, and say that he thinks that the positions are going to be filled by Wednesday, that makes me believe that those positions will be filled by Wednesday. And that makes me believe that Kubiak will be in Seattle next season. And if that isn't good news, well, shoot, I don't know what's good news for you. Don't miss any Seahawks Today videos. Go in and turn on your notifications. How do you do that? There's a little bell. You can see it right there. Bang. You click that, you're going to get notified every time that we have a video here on the channel. And so that way you won't miss any of the latest news or rumors around your favorite team throughout the entire 2026 offseason, but also in the build-up to the very big game. Pop Toes, what's going on, big fella? How much of Levi's stadiums will be filled with 12s? I think you're going to see a lot. Seattle obviously traveled pretty well down to Arizona as well as to New York. Now, you've obviously had 10 years plus of separation. I think there's a lot of fired up fans for the Seahawks, and I think that a lot of the 12s are going to find a way to get down there. Obviously, it's not easy to go in and get a ticket anymore, unfortunately, and I wish that the game was a little bit more affordable for your everyday fans, but I know damn well that the Seahawk faithful, the 12s, we travel full and we don't travel light. I think that the Seahawks are going to be well represented in that stadium. Hawks Nation 247. Where will the Seahawks be practicing at? Interesting question. If you are someone who is scared of the substation, I get it. A little bit, I think. I don't get it. I'll just be honest. You're not practicing anywhere near the substation. Seattle will be practicing over at San Jose State, if I remember correctly. And then you will see the Patriots practicing at Stanford. To this day, most beautiful campus I've ever visited, Stanford University. Seahawks practicing at San Jose. I think that's a great spot for them. Excited to see how practice goes for them as well as how they do. Dark Horse, what's going on? Run the ball on the 1. Haven't let that go, have you? It's okay, neither have I. Haven't let that go, neither have I. That's okay. I think that Seattle, by the way, if they do run the football on the 1 yard line, don't be shocked if you see a heavy dose of Kenneth Walker in this game. I know that they added George Halani in some of the short yardage downs. I think you ride with what horse got you there, and to me, that'd be Kenneth Walker. Tech and Power Hub, how you doing? Is there a better place to win it all than the Weiner Stadium? That would be to repeat in the Rams Stadium, because that's where the Super Bowl will be next year. Now the question is, you got to get the job done first down in Santa Clara. I think the Seahawks are going to be able to do so. Mike Macdonald has shown that he's a very good coach, but you got a battle of the Mikes. It's Mike versus Mike. Mike Macdonald versus Mike Vrabel. Two very smart coaches, two defensive-minded coaches, and I cannot wait to see this chess match between the two. Like I said, make sure that you turn on your notifications. We got a ton of important videos that are going to come out this week that you do not want to miss out on. Best way to not miss out on those is make sure you hit that ring and you get notified on all videos. All you got to do, you click that bell, set it to all, you'll never miss another one. I got to let you know about our good friends over at Rocket Money. Now, those of you who are the faithful of Seahawks Today know that I have a vacation planned for around July. Got a very big family moment that I am excited for that, I can't wait to really announce, but I just can't announce just yet. I've been using Rocket Money to help budget myself some spending money and to be able to get out to there and see my family back in Washington. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. Rocket Money's helped me track my subscriptions. We found out I was double paying for a couple of streaming services. We were able to cancel those subscriptions with the help of Rocket Money and set some money aside for that travel budget. Rocket Money is also helping me set some spending goals each month. Now I'm saving little by little every single month, adding in those dollars that I saved and placing them into that travel budget. Now I'm going to be able to travel exactly the way that I wanted to and get to do all the fun, exciting things that I want. Thank you to Rocket Money. Let Rocket Money help you reach your financial goals faster. Join at rocketmoney.com/SeahawksChat. That's rocketmoney.com/SeahawksChat. rocketmoney.com/SeahawksChat. Xander! Let's go Seahawks! Let's go Sammy D! No INTs, 3 TDs. Yes, sir. I think that Sam Darnold silenced a lot of critics. Now, unfortunately for Darnold, he's going to have to finish the job. As someone who's a fan of the Oregon Ducks and has watched Dan Lanning kind of go through this, every time that Lanning gets a win over an Ohio State or gets a win at the Orange Bowl or wins a second playoff game, the minute that he loses, he gets hit with the tag, Dan Lanning can't win the big one. Sam Darnold has to take the Seahawks all the way and get the victory and get the title for a lot of the haters to finally let go some of the bugaboos that he has had. But I'll tell you right now, if Darnold is able to do that, he is finally going to get the respect and the love and appreciation that he so deserves. Tech and Power Hub. I didn't cheer for the Bears. I wanted my lamb chops. Tech and Power Hub, a little bit bolder than I am. Tech and Power Hub wanted to make sure that he went through the big rivals in the NFC West, obviously the 49ers and then the Rams. I'll be honest, I wanted the easiest path for the Seahawks, and I thought the Chicago Bears were that. Doesn't matter. Still came out on top. Tech and Power Hub got what he wanted, and frankly, I got what I wanted too, and that was the Seahawks in the Super Bowl. Christian! Hi, since I've fallen asleep first, congratulations to advance to Super Bowl 60. Better Seahawks win than see another reign of terror by the Patriots. My birthday is on February 4th. And then 4 days later, Super Bowl 60. First of all, happy birthday to you, Christian. Real one of Seahawks Today. Appreciate all that you do and your help for the channel. Always sharing our stuff over on social media. What I will say about this, I think a lot of people that root for other teams, Christian is a Packers fan, kind of agree with Christian here, right? You want the Seahawks to come out on top because Patriots fans have had it too good for too long. Our Patriots host, Brett Alpert, the other day had this to say. It was a dark 3 years without getting into the playoffs, or 5, whatever the number was. Do you know how many different franchises have gone multiple decades without trying to get there? Like, when's the last time the Jets did anything successful, right? So I want to be able to knock down the Patriots a peg. Plus, we owe them one. Seattle owes New England one, and they owe them one in a title game. I think that Seattle comes out on top. Thank you, Christian, for your help. Maxim, shout out to you. Thank you so much for sending in that super. Means the world. Roberts, as offensive coordinator, what is the first play you'd call? I would call a flood concept play action pass. What does that mean? It means Sam Darnold's going to be under center. He's going to fake some sort of stretch or a dive type of a play for Kenneth Walker, and he's going to roll out to his right side, just make it easier for him to throw the football. You are going to have Cooper Kupp short, you're going to have JSN medium, and you're going to have Rashid Shaheed go deep. Now, my reasoning for this is if Shaheed burns the secondary of the Patriots, you can take a shot on the first play. Have a big, huge, explosive play. Shaheed's done that in the last 2 playoff games. It really sets the defense back, and it kind of sends a message of what you are going to be. If that is not open, obviously you can hit JSN, and if JSN isn't open, you still have an opportunity to stay on time. I don't love coming out with a big crazy trick play or trying to just chuck one deep for no reason. Come out with a smart game plan that allows you to take a deep shot, but also at the same time, you have a very strong backup plan to get some good yards. Shout out to you, Roberts. Thank you guys so much. Right now, we are in a sub battle with Patriots today. We obviously had a good day to start the week. But the Patriots, they had a slightly better one. Come on in, hit that sub button. We have this sub battle going throughout the rest of the 2 weeks. Do not let Patriots Today beat us here. We got to beat them, not just on the field, but at Chat Sports. Hit that sub button. Sam Darnold's agent. You forgot an apostrophe, my good sir. I don't see how Darnold doesn't lead us to a Super Bowl victory. Well, now I get why you are Sam Darnold's agent. I will say this. I think Sam Darnold has righted every wrong, every fear, every bugaboo that we may have had as fans, because I've had mine. When you look at the playoff stats for a guy with a core injury, a guy with an oblique injury to come out and have this type of performance throughout the playoffs, but more importantly, to do it while not being 100%. Is unbelievable. What was his bugaboo? Darnold's? It was his interceptions. It was his fumbles. It was his turnovers. In fact, Darnold is trying to become the first QB since Eli Manning to lead the National Football League in turnovers and still get a championship victory. I think that he can do it because he's not making the dumb mistakes anymore. When he needs to take a sack, he takes a sack. When he needs to throw the football away, Sam Darnold throws the football away. He doesn't force the ball into bad windows, into tight windows. Do it for one more game. Do it for 4 more quarters. I think that Sam Darnold can lead this Seahawks team to a Super Bowl victory, especially if he keeps playing the way that he does. And I think a lot of us Seahawks fans have to believe that as well. Thank you guys so much for viewing today's video. Make sure that you come in and subscribe to the channel. We are growing faster and faster every single day. The bigger that the channel gets, the more fun things that we will be able to do. So come on in, hit that sub button, especially if you love the Seattle Seahawks, because we'll have you covered throughout 2026 and on the run for the next couple of weeks. Thank you guys so much for viewing today's video, and I'll catch you guys next time.